Do you believe, as Mauthausen commandant Franz Ziereis confessed on his deathbed, that 1 to 1.5 million people were gassed at Hartheim Castle near Linz? If the answer is yes, then why does no one believe other longer on it? If the answer is no, then why do you think 1 to 1.5 million people were gassed at Auschwitz? Why would Höss's confession, which was evidently forced out through torture, be more credible than Ziereis's confession, which was probably also coerced through torture, like no other man longer talking about since decades? Do you believe in the gas chambers at Dachau and Buchenwald? If the answer is yes, then why not believe anymore any historian on them? If the answer is no, then why do you believe in the gas chambers in Auschwitz and Treblinka? What evidence is there for these gas chambers that was not also for those at Dachau and Buchenwald? Do you think, as was claimed in December 1945 in the Nuremberg trial, that in Treblinka they murdered hundreds of thousands of Jews with steam? Do you believe in Dr. Stefan Sender's human mill, in which millions of Jews were electrocuted? Do you believe, as Simon Wiesenthal writes, that 900,000 Jews in Belzec turned into soap of the brand Reif Rein Judisches Fett? Do you believe in Elie Wiesel's burn pits and Jan Karski's chalk wagons? If the answer is yes, then why does not even a half-serious historian share your belief? If the answer is no, then why do you believe in the gas chambers? Why do you reject an absurdity and accept one other? How do you explain the fact that at every axe murder trial, a statement about the axe must be given, while on the other hand, not at any single concentration camp trial, where it was, however, about alleged murder of millions, requested any statement about the instrument of murder? Draw a Nazi gas chamber where Jews were murdered with Zyklon and explain how it worked. After the execution of a person sentenced to death in an American gas chamber, this person must first be thoroughly ventilated before a doctor, wearing a protective suit, gas mask, and gloves, is allowed to enter it. By Höss's confession, as well as eyewitness accounts, show that these special commandos in Auschwitz, barely half an hour after the gassing of 2,000 prisoners, stormed into the hypoxic chamber without gas masks, in addition with a cigarette in the mouth, and processed the cyanide-laden corpses without taking damage. How was this possible? What did the SS men do in Auschwitz-Birkenau when in June 1944, 6 hours after the gassing of 2,000 Jews, the next round of 2,000 martyrs showed up? At that time, they gassed daily 12,000 or even 24,000 Jews. And there were still corpses in the gas chamber in 1940. The crematorium's 15 ovens could have burned a maximum of 60 corpses in 6 hours. Crematoria of the type used in Birkenau could burn a maximum of 5 corpses per day in furnace. According to Professor Raoul Hilberg and other luminaries in Holocaust historiography, 400,000 Hungarian Jews were gassed and burned in Birkenau in 52 days between May and July 1944. The 46 ovens in Birkenau's 4 crematoria could, if they operated smoothly, burn 230 corpses a day, which over a period of 52 days gives a total capacity of 11,960 corpses. Where did they burn the bodies after the others, 388,040 murdered Jews? Please do not serve the tale of the burning pits. Such are impossible due to the failing oxygen supply.